Hello, welcome to the channel, or welcome back, depending on if you've seen it before. Basically, my uncle bought me my first guitar for my 10th birthday and would teach me how to play, which was good because he knew play it by ear. That's how he learned. And so, it's good sides and bad sides. Good side is if I like a song, I can learn how to play the song. It may not be right. Most of the stuff that leads me to the bad side. Most of the stuff I play it wrong. But it sounds fine, so I play it that way. So I'm not a teacher either. So anyway, back to the guitar. I still have said guitar. It is this guitar. Yep. I've had this guitar since I was 10 years old. For those counting, that is 38 years. It has a hole in it. This worthless hunk of wood is my prized possession. Ignore the Gibson sticker on the headstock. I was young once, just like everybody else. I don't want to, and I've never try to pass it off as a real Gibson. Anybody with half a brain can look at it and tell it's not a real Gibson, but it is a pretty decent copy of one for what it is. I got this guitar in 1986, and it was made around 1983. At least I was able to find. I'll try to put a picture up of what it used to look like. It's not the same guitar because, as far as I know, there's only 3 pictures that exist of this guitar. They're all on Polaroids, and I can't figure out how to digitize Polaroid. So I went online and found a picture of one that looked like this one used to. So if I've learned to edit, it should pop up somewhere around in here. It's called a K-Busker. It does not have a walnut fretboard on it, by the way. I don't know what it's going to look like on camera, but it's maple. I stained it walnut because I'm a dummy. And it's plywood. It had a speaker in it, right here. Just a speaker. And it had a battery box right here. Before I plugged it up, you can still see the line. If the light catches it right, you can still see the outline of it. You pop that open, you throw 2 9-volts in there, turn it on, and it had an onboard, one of those amps on a chip. That's what they call them. Had a little circuit board in there. Didn't do any, as far as I can remember, it didn't really have any. It had a clean and a distortion. I don't know what they call them. You could turn the knob and it would do different things. And that's what it is. It sounded like a 4-inch speaker or a 3-inch speaker from the 80s. So if you can imagine how crappy that would sound, that's exactly how crappy it sounded. But what it did do is make my family hate my uncle because now I was really bad at guitar and I was really loud. I get really loud with it. The way my grandma's house was made, it was an old. My grandpa worked in the mines. You could see the mines sticking up over the ridge from our house. It was a hill with 2 rows of houses on it. That was our neighborhood. At the bottom of the hill, there's a road, and across the road there were 2 big green stores that looked just like two-story houses, but they were for the coal mines. So they were all built pretty much the same. And it was a 2-story house. It had 4 rooms upstairs that all the doors were bunched in the middle on this little square platform. There was a set of stairs that came up one from the kitchen, one from the dining room that met at the top. So anyway, the reason I tell you all that, it echoed. I figured out it was an echo chamber. I could sit there on that top step and play, and it would bounce off the ceiling, sloped down and then went flat, and it would bounce it back to me when I would play it. Once I got this thing, it was so loud and shrill, it echoed through the whole house. You could hear it outside. So they didn't like my uncle too good for a while. But anyway, like I said, I've still got it. I could put strings on it right now and it would make noise. It would be a weird noise. It wouldn't really be in tune, but it would play. It does still play. I'm working on eventually restoring it back somewhat. It'll never go back original because I can't, you never find the speakers. I'd have to buy a different one and gut it out, and if I did all that, I would just keep the other one. But this is my, oddly enough though, plywood guitar, one-piece mahogany neck. Really nice one-piece mahogany neck. The reason I'm not playing it, you may see a crack right here. At one point, I'd cut the top into a V for a project guitar I did in woodshop in high school, and later on decided I didn't like it, so I cut it off flat right here, and this whole, everything you see from that line up, I hand carved myself. So, and I forgot that the original didn't have the open book dent in it. It was just round. So I screwed that up. But anyway, this is the butcher's block. If you wonder why I call it that, it's kind of a joke. It's a really bad dad joke, but it's basically, it's been chopped on more than a butcher's block. So this will be a project. I'll keep you updated. Thanks for watching.